The future of Eternal Return is an unknown and for a lot of people an unoptimistic place. But they had a 3-hour dev stream a couple of days ago, so I'm here to put everything they said into a nice little compact version with some of my opinions sprinkled throughout. So they did a Season 6 overview, which was pretty much TLDR. Cobalt should have been pushed later in the season. It took up a lot of their time, and things like the save plan rework and balance changes kind of suffered because of this. They talked a lot about how they balance characters. They use these formulas and these stats, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how much I trust them after Lead Island top tier gets a buff last patch. But to be fair, they did say she had the most used skin in the game, and just a little conspiracy theory, it's still the most purchased skin after a couple of seasons. But the big shiny thing they're adding for this season is you can now escape the island. So to do this, you need a regen cuff, which you can get off mutant chickens, wolves, blue boxes, and then a system shutdown code, which is on transfer consoles. You then find a hyperloop and then TP to the escape area. Here, you can leave on a submarine, or if someone else shows up, you can fight them and get a little extra LP before you dip. Both people do have to opt into the fight though, so you only can have consensual fights in this area. Also, when you leave, you get this cool little animation, Poggies. They're adding new augments too. The first one is a Havoc augment, which increases attack speed per stack. There's 2 fortification augments, which involve CC of some sort, and a sub augment for new players that auto eats for you. Then 2 support augments, which gives you a shield for a team, and the other one increases movement speed running towards enemies. The sub augment is Penny Pincher, and it makes your first console purchase cheaper, so I'm gonna buy those 8 credit medkits. They plan to fix the save plans rework, but not till mid-season. And then speaking of not till mid-season, the optimization is something they're still looking into. I know a lot of people have been having bugs and performance issues with their game, but they're upgrading to a new engine. I think it's Unity 2021. So hopefully that will sort out some things. It's either going to be late this season or in the far future. The next thing is Skill Amp is going to become Affinity. I think the main reason is there's a lot of wonky builds going on about how Skill Amp works, and Affinity kind of plays into the lore more with that naming. So I don't really get the math and the whole theory behind it, but I'll link the VOD in the description if you're more into the granular stuff. They're also going to change up a lot of ability animations to make things smoother, more interactive, should reward good mobility and skill shot accuracy, which I'm a fan of. MMR is getting a rework where placement doesn't really matter as much, but this is going to be completely overhauled in Season 8, so I wouldn't really worry too much about this. And then a bunch of small stuff like craft mastery, effectiveness, tooltip fixes, team mode XP sharing were also mentioned, but I want to talk about the map changes. I love them changing up the map, wish they did it more often, but Hotel Tree is moving to Temple. I thought it was going to be Hospital Tree moving, but oh well. And then there's going to be new temple boxes along with a new door and dock. And then if you're into Cobalt Protocol, they're adding a new relic, mystery supplies are coming back, and then there's going to be other improvements, but I'm more of a Lumia Island fan myself. So let's move into the far future, Season 8 and beyond. They want to make crafting simpler. So ideally, they're going to remove green item rarity so it takes 20% less time to finish your build. I think this is actually really nice for new players and shouldn't really impact old players all that much. A lot of people are really not into this, and I think they just hate change even if it's good for the game's long-lasting health. They're also adding a battlefield mechanic in the far future. One zone's going to be designated as a battlefield, and at night you're forced to fight. Apparently, the first time you lose, you get a free revive, but it's just another objective, and it seems like a fun mechanic that's like a mini battle royale within the battle royale. In the works, they also have things like tutorial revamps, victory poses, lore, and a hacking win condition. Oh, also Jan and Emma, they're gonna get new weapon types, Tonfa and Arcana. Now, let's get into the fun part. There's gonna be 4 new characters coming out. Here they are. The first one, my favorite, is gonna be Martina, who's a camera woman and a journalist. The next is Hayes, who bears a resounding resemblance to my Chainsaw Man waifu. Then there's Isaac, our first older gentleman to join the mix. And then Tazia, who is cutie girl who is potentially an Irelia clone. The Battle Pass is this little future theme, and it's gonna have Lennox, Kathy, and Zahir, with Jackie being the season pack exclusive. Kathy's also has this like cool alt effect, which is a first time for any skin. But let's see the other skins you get with that season pack. The first is gonna be Martial Arts Piolo, Delivery Sylvia, then Donut Shoichi, Tarzan Martina with an old ass looking camera, Alice in Wonderland 11, Space Camp Barbara, Thick Bloodborne Bernice, Sexy Halloween Celine, Rainbow Six Haze, Bat Ear Emma, Soft Girl Heart, Elena Cosplay Fiora, and Harry Potter Hedgen. Oh, and also there's gonna be a Daniel skin. There was also a Q&A, but I don't think it was that great. So yeah, that's what's to come. Along with all this, you can expect new videos from me. I have a couple in the works, I just need to sit down and edit. But I hope you'll continue to support me in Eternal Return as I make new stuff. And also, I forgot to mention, there's gonna be a cat girl in season 8.